Hi everyone, so welcome back to another video here on this YouTube channel. So yesterday, when this video's uploaded, yesterday Piggy 2 came out, which is great, and there's a whole lot to talk about here. So I guess let's get into it. So the first thing I want to just talk about with you all quickly before you click off or anything is that Piggy 2 is this chapter, the Alleys chapter, is a flashback. So everything in the Alleys chapter happened before the Piggy book 1 stuff. So this was before House, essentially. And we know this now because in the gallery, in the new cutscene that the gallery got a while ago, the end cutscene along with House and Station, yeah. Along with those, we obviously got new cutscenes a while back. And in the gallery cutscene, it basically says, Doggy starts talking about an arrest that you and him made back in an alleyway of some sort. So that is referencing this chapter. See, it all connects up because this chapter, the new chapter, is called Alleys. And yeah, so basically we're going to talk about the 4 notes now. So I don't exactly remember what all of them exactly say, but I'll give you a general thing. So in the red door building, which I think you already saw me open in the footage here. So in that red door building, that's like some sort of hotel area. And basically, in that hotel area, there is a little note underneath one of the doors that basically says, K, I think it says K, can we play? Referencing someone whose first letter of their name is K. So, sticking to what the Piggy theme is, kinda. We can assume that it's maybe some sort of kangaroo. Now, I don't exactly know if this kangaroo that's going to be introduced in chapter 2 or whatever is in the story, but yeah, so I don't know if they're in the game already. I don't think they are, but yeah, so there's basically a whole lot going on. So that's the first note. The second note is in that police crossing, the police taped off building. And that, I believe, is some sort of museum thing. That's what we're kind of assuming. And basically, what's in there is that is a that's a how do I explain it? It's kind of it's basically a museum, we'll say that. And so in there at the front doors, there is actually a note on the floor. It basically says hotel closed per LPD request. Now, at first, all of you are probably thinking, if you kind of know the story a lot, same thing with me when I first saw this note, I immediately jumped on London, as in London Police Department. But that actually isn't true. So, the next note we're going to talk about actually says why the London Police Department isn't true. So, the next note, I believe, is next to the orange area. And basically what it says is that Mr. P has funded this hospital to make some sort of to make a cure for the I forget what the disease is called, but it actually does say the disease name, but it says Lucella. So this, I think I said that right. I could be wrong, so tell me if I'm wrong. This takes place in Lucella, which yeah, so that's kind of really big for the story. This chapter anyways, well, not this chapter. All the chapters take place in Lucella, so that is honestly very good to know. So yeah, I really don't know at this point. But the final note we're going to talk about, and the actual final note in the chapter, is, in the actual end door. So, when you open up the end door, don't go through it yet. Just put your camera through it. And if you face it, if your camera is facing towards your character, like the front of your character, and you're inside the end room, you'll actually see a little note that basically says, "Hey Willow, can you watch William from Daisy?" I think we all know who Daisy is. She's a skin already in the game, so that means that Daisy is actually canon now in the story, which is pretty great. I figured she was going to be canon some point. But yeah, now she's canon in the story. And you're probably wondering, who's Willow, right? Willow is actually a, I don't know, like, Willow is I don't even know what to say. She basically, her story was, she was robbing all the stuff in the city. She wasn't robbing, she was stealing, whichever you want to call it. But she was basically stealing supplies. And it is confirmed in the cutscene that she was only stealing supplies for her family, but obviously you and Doggy are police officers, so obviously you don't exactly, like, as much as you'd love to I don't even know what you'd want to say. So basically, as much as you'd like to believe it, it's not exactly true, you might say. So so basically, she was just wanting supplies for her family, because maybe her family wasn't exactly rich or something. And then you'll see that guy come up in the background. So Rash is at excuse me, my voice is very squeaky today. Rash is is the new character in the game. So you have two new skins, Police Officer Doggy and also Rash, which is kind of nice. And basically, yeah, so we're not really going to talk about it too much longer, just because I'm kind of running out of time here. But basically, you talk for a little bit, and then it actually flashes back to the present day, kind of where we left off at the end of chapter 12 in Piggy book 1. So you're all at the safe house, and basically they get the radio running, and they just need some batteries for it, basically. And it's actually confirmed if you watch the Piggy 2 trailer, the Piggy book 2 trailer, that person on a boat that you saw wasn't actually Grandpa Piggy. It's actually George, because as you can see, George is in the background there. So yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, there's really not much more to say. So if you all enjoyed this video, then please do subscribe to the channel. It'd really help me out a lot. And you can also go check out all my other stuff in the description below. And yeah, so I guess chapter 2 is starting off at some kind of store. So I'll be sure to talk about that when it comes out. So bye-bye, everyone.